Do you know the feeling you are here to do something truly wonderful? I'm not talking about to strive for a successful career, winning awards, or other things which look successful on paper. I am talking about you waking up and smiling, being truly satisfied. You are thankful for your life. I am not talking about waking up and thinking of a full calendar, but finally feel like your life is what you want it to be. Without stress. I am talking about waking up, being full of energy and motivation. To be clear about your thoughts and emotions. To look in the mirror and think, wow, I'm feeling great. And yes, I look great. Does it sound unreal for you? I thought the same. It took me quite a while until I realized this one thing. You have the power to change how you live your life and what decisions you make. Let me help you to save a lot of time and frustration, failure, the feeling of being empty, self-doubt, several new starts, and so on, and tell me about my story in a short version. Until spring 2017, I was still involved in the advertising and creative industry. My career started early with just 18 years old when I did an apprenticeship as a makeup artist and worked at MAC. Then I continued with an apprenticeship in an advertising agency, as my parents told me I should learn a real job. Being that young and still under influence of my parents, even though I was unhappy about it, I came to the point where I was totally unchallenged and overworked, both at the same time. Plus, I did not really feel esteemed, even though I ran so many important projects all by myself. I started being super frustrated, called in sick for work, was super unhappy with my life. I didn't know what to do as I was afraid to quit, but also did not want to work there anymore. It got worse and worse. I compared myself with others and only saw the success in others and me as a failure. I didn't want to go out anymore and try to hide inside all day. Everything was too much for me. When I look back now, I can say I was depressed. During all this time, my hobby was retouching, and I was always working as a makeup artist at the side job. So of course I had some clients and connections. My boyfriend supported me, encouraged me to finally quit that job I hated so much. It took me a lot of courage to finally get up and write this email to quit. I went to a doctor that supported my claim of the need to quit and never took another step inside the advertising agency. That was when I started working as a freelancer at MAC and built up more of my own clients in the photo, video and commercial industry. Then we moved to Malta in 2014 and I could not work there anymore as a makeup artist. The culture is very different and does not really appreciate the work of a makeup artist and does not want to pay good money. They pay just 12 euros for wedding makeup and look like a plastic doll. This was another really hard time for me since I didn't know what to do. So I went back working as a graphic designer again in an agency for just 800 euros a month for working full time. But this time I already had in my mind to build my own business, which was location independent and was supposed to be working as a retoucher, so like a photo editor. After just a couple of months, the agency fired me and I left with a smile. I switched my hobby into my main profession, started working as a retoucher from home. Within just a couple of months, I already worked for Dior and had my own clients for coaching. Later on, I also did retouching work for magazines like Elle, L'Officiel, Glamour and edited photos of famous models like Irina Shayk. I became really good at it fast, wanted to help others running a successful business and improve their retouching to get the best out of their images. No plastic skin, but real people. After working in this industry for 3 years, I noticed I did not feel challenged anymore. Apart from that, many photographers and agencies in the beauty and fashion field are very superficial. Especially agencies and magazines don't really appreciate teamwork as much as I did. Of course, there were a few exceptions. The work counts only, but not the person behind the work. They look for low prices. As a retoucher, I had to finish super tight deadlines as the team messed it up in advance and took too long to deliver the images and so on. And at the end, they didn't even list you in the credits. Overall, the job did not challenge me anymore, and I was wondering what I could achieve with what I was doing. How should I make the world a better place with retouching, so photo editing? How should I help more people when showing others how to retouch images and I was making pretty models more pretty? During me working as a coach in the retouching industry, actually, most people did not want to learn the hard truth. Knowing how to run a business is more important than talent. Also, I had the feeling I lost myself. I am not and do not want to become a person who works on stuff which is not meaningful to me, does not truthfully support or motivate others. I was asking myself, why do I superficial work? Something where only the look counts, or whether you are in fashion. At the same time, 2 very drastic events happened in my life. Not only that I broke several bones on my hand and could not work for several months, but what was much harder for me, my boyfriend got diagnosed with a brain tumor, pressing on his pituitary gland. This means it was life-threatening. He had been sick for more than a year, with a severe ongoing headache, got thinner and thinner and got more and more demotivated. Still, the doctors didn't do anything and just prescribed pills which did not even help, since the headache was too strong and wasn't really a normal headache. Then, on one evening, it got so bad he even had tingling and cramps in his body. I drove him to the emergency room and we waited days to get an MRI done. In the end, luckily, he got an emergency surgery a few days later in London. Because the doctors discovered the tumor too late, he can never fully recover and needs to take medicine, including vital hormone injections, his whole life. Especially these 2 events got me thinking, and I started to ask myself what I really want and what life is about. A business that makes nothing but money is a poor business. That's something Henry Ford said. I decided to quit. This was the time where I decided to make a 6-month break and take time for myself. I went deeper into my practice in yoga and meditation, searching what I truly wanted to do. I already knew I want to coach other people to thrive, but not exactly what type of coaching I wanted to do. Also, after all these roller coaster rides, I needed some time to just get myself back together and learn more about myself. Then, in summer 2017, my boyfriend and I launched a business together. It was a membership tool for the German market, and only after 1 year we already made 200k revenue. Now in 2020 we are a team of 5 working together, and the 6th is soon to come. We work remotely on our company Coaching International Ltd and have tripled our revenue. Having an amazing team gives me the freedom to follow my passion and get back to my coaching business. If I can do it, you can do it too. Today, we don't live in Malta anymore since we wanted to improve our lifestyle. I wanted to connect with real people, especially women, who are passionate about making the world into a better place by helping others like animals and other humans. I want to help them find the strength to be themselves and get successful by developing a healthy, vibrant routine and structure without stress, overwhelm or self-doubt. Be free to live a life they dream about and find the happiness by trusting their inner voice and showing up truly authentic. Rock your life and business. Become your own rock star. Cheers, Lisa.